Okay, Happy Horsham, during your break here, your coronavirus break. I hope you work on the guitar a little more. You should have more time around home. I guess I have Steve to thank for being driven to this song, which I wouldn't have considered, wouldn't have struck me. But Steve talked about the Beatles going from a D to a D minor in class the other day, and I said, yeah, they did that a lot, and they did it in, I said, yeah, and it just didn't strike me at the time, but it's In Your Life, which they do, and then they go to an A, and then here comes my life, but some have changed. That's it right there. And then I thought about, well, a song that has 3 chords. It's very major pentatonic, and it has some other advantages that we can use for learning this stuff. This stuff being the cage system, trying to integrate the cage system and the shapes of the major pentatonic scales, and movable chords, C, A, G, E, and D, trying to integrate all that into some like meaningful layout for you. And this song is a really good one for that. It has 3 chords, as an A, strings 2, 3, and 4 down at fret 2, and it has a B minor, which is just the A. Here's the A, made a minor by moving string 2, fret 2, back 1. That is flatting the 3rd, because as I want you to know, the D chord and the A chord both have the 3rd up here as the highest note, and the root in between the 3rd and the 5th being the lowest note on string 3, fret 2, and a D chord. So that's a D chord. A has the same layout with the 3rd, string 2, fret 2, and the root A, the A note in this case up here, not in these chords, but in the first shape up here, string 3, fret 2, and A, and then the 5th, which is an E note, which is string 4, fret 2. So you take this 3rd and the A note, A chord, move it back, and you have an A minor. And then if you move that A minor down, you have a B minor. Move it down 2 frets, fret 1, fret 2, it's now a B minor, and then a D, and a D minor. And the song is What's Up? What's Up is the name of the song, and those words never appear in the song. But they named What's Up, the 4 non-blondes that did this song, named What's Up because they didn't want to have it confused with Marvin Gaye's What's Going On, which is what they say. To me, that's the name of the song, but it's called What's Up. So it goes with A chord, 25 years in my life is still to a B minor, trying to get up that great big hill of D to a D minor for my destination. And that's the whole song. That's the entirety of that song. I say, yeah, yeah. I say, yeah, B minor to a D. D minor, what's going on? And that's the chorus and verse. So it gives you good long periods of this progression, and that's a good thing, because you can kind of think in one camp and in one way. It also gives us a chance to explore the G-shaped chord. Here's a G-shaped pentatonic. I move this G shape, you see the G shape right there, there's a G shape, and I move it down here, and I would have a G sharp, and then I move it down 1 more fret, and I have an A chord, and then I bar up here. You wouldn't be making this chord generally ever, but you will make this chord using these bass notes up on top and just muting string 1. So you look at this, we have this shape, G major pentatonic scale, which it appears in your, the G chord shape appears on this sheet. And right now, I should say, you take these sheets out and listen to these videos that I'm doing with these in mind, in hand, and these being this handout and this handout that shows the 1-4-5 chord yellowed out. That's the 1-4-5 chord progression. Remember, the chords themselves, a chord is made up of the first, the third, and the fifth. And in this, we're using the first, starts conveniently at the top here with A, and A chord is an A, here's the third, a C sharp, and the fifth, an E. The 1-4-5 progression is the A, the 4, D, and E. This is not a 1-4-5 progression, but as you know, there are many songs that don't have a 1-4-5 progression. This is just very good and illustrative for the different shapes of the major pentatonic scale. The other chords are a B, which has a B, a D sharp. Now, I should say it's a B minor, and it has a B, and in the third is a D sharp, but this is a B minor, so it's a flatted third, and the 3 notes of a B minor chord are a B, a D, and an F sharp on the fifth. First and fifth don't change in a minor, only the third gets flatted. So, that's the B minor, and then you have a D, which you know and love, which is D, F sharp, and an A. That's the first, the third, and the fifth. D the first, F sharp the third, and the fifth, and A. And in A minor, D, the F sharp becomes an F, and the fifth becomes an A. That's what we did in class. Here's the D chord with the third as the highest note, the root note, the D at string 2, fret 3, and at string 3, fret 2, the fifth. You take this D and flat that third, and you have a chord that is string 1, fret 1, string 2, fret 3, and string 3, fret 2, which is what I just played in the Beatles song. D, D minor. So with that as a layout, let that seep in, all of that. If you have any questions, just send me an email, give me a call, whatever. So the chords for this song are 25 years and my life is still to an A to get up that great big hill of D for my destination and back to the A. So we're going to be dealing with the G-shaped pentatonic, major pentatonic here, and the E-shaped major pentatonic. See, note G, E, caged, C-A-G, E. Here's the E shape, and a little bit on the D shape, which is down here, and we'll get a chance to explore that a little on a song that by then you'll get a chance of how that major pentatonic works into the tune. So let's look at the intro. And this one, I'm just going to do the intro and just one little run up here on the A chord to in between verses. So it starts off on this. Starts off in this shape, which is the E major pentatonic shape, and on string 4, fret 7. You know it's string 6, fret 5. You have an A note and 2 strings down and 2 frets back. You have another A note, an octave higher. If you play the pentatonic scale, you end up on the sixth note that you play will be the A an octave higher than the A that you started off with. So they go, and give that a little vibrato, slide it down into it, and then come up here into this shape of the major pentatonic scale, the G major pentatonic shape, and you go. So what I did there was string 4, fret 4, starting from string 4, fret 7. And I hit string 4, fret 4, string 3, fret 2, string 4, fret 2, and then string 4, fret 7, and then string 3, fret 4, which is the B note. And that's because at that point you're on a B minor chord. That's why that sounds good. And then they go, they go from string 4, fret 4, and the string 4, fret 2, string 4, fret 4, string 3, fret 2. That's the A, because at that point you're on a D chord. And then they come down into this shape again, but it's not an A shape now. It's actually a D shape, and we'll talk about that in ensuing videos. They hit string 4, fret 7, string 4, fret 7, string 3, fret 7 twice, string 3, fret 5, and then string 4, fret 7 to close out into that A. And by the way, the chords down here would be 25 years and my life is still, that's an A B minor, which is two frets away, 2 notes away, going up that middle hill of a D, which I'm moving the A down here, the A shape, moving A shape, C, C sharp, D, and then making it a minor. So you have excuse me. In my hurry, I want to get to the end of this. So you have this. With vibrato. And you can practice that as I just went through it. When you get through to the end of it, each chorus, there's a little, you can add this little lick just to get us started. And 5 years of my life is still to be mine, trying to get up that great big hill of D to the minor for my destination. So what I did there is I just started, I'm starting off string 5 open, hammering down on string 5, fret 4, and notice that, I want you to notice that these are all in, all the notes that I'm playing are all part of this shape, this G shape. That's a little different. I did it this way. No. Well, I'll give it to you that way. I think that's easier. So I'm hitting string 5, open, string 5, fret 4, string 4, fret 2, string 4, fret 4. And then I'm hitting string 4, fret 2, but pulling off the string 4, fret 2. String 4, fret 4, pulling off to string 4, fret 2. And then string 5, fret 4, and then string 5 open to get me to that A. So there's a couple things to practice on this song to get you started. The intro think what you're doing. Think of the positions that you're in as you play that intro, and think of the position of this position as you're playing that little run in between. And and it strikes me as I'm going through here, it's actually a twofer. Get another great rock classic with this. Same chords. It's here's a little song I wrote. You might want to note for note. Don't worry. Be happy. And that's the whole song. A, B minor, and then D minor. Be happy. I say yeah, and that's the wrong song. So anyway, that's some things for you to have fun with, and remember to keep these, get these out, learn them, understand what it is. If you don't understand, hit me up with a email, and the next video I'll do some stuff up here in the G shape. Okay, work hard.